Hey everybody, it's been a week since I've filmed anything. I was out of town. And today I'm working on week 22 or card 22. I think it's actually week 23 because Shanna missed a week due to a family issue. Anyway, this is card 22 and this one I've been putting off because my pack of cards, I'm not using like playing cards. I'm using these slightly taller cards that are math flashcards. And I only have 52. I tried to go back to the dollar store where I got them from and buy another pack. So I had some backups and they don't have the same size anymore. So if I screw this up this week, I don't have a backup card. And I mean, as it is, I made a fake card because I did cut up my card. But I was still just kind of like, I don't have a backup card. I'm very nervous about cutting up this card. And sometimes I like to see what other people have done, like on Facebook in the group, because there's a lot of inspiration and I love to see how people interpret things. And there were some really great ones, but I just do not have confidence in my experience of chopping up something to make it look good. Anyway, this is my card, and to take a little bit away from the fact that it is a flashcard, I put some washi tape on top that was just you know, it's just a little graphic. This is what it looks like. It looks like graph paper. I love washi tape like this. And so I covered my card and then I started slicing out circles. And so that's what my prompt for cut is going to be. You know, cut the card up. This is what I did. I'm not using this portion of it, but I will possibly use this in the future for something. And of course, my carryover every week is a label. And I already have the label put on here. It was because I was trying to figure out how stuff was going to fit on there. And then my carryover, this was last week's card. It's going to be these little labels. I'm going to carry a couple over to this card. And today we have some cats. I'm hoping I can, I don't have my whole card, I don't have it all worked out yet, so. All right, let me glue down some of these cut card pieces. I hope everybody is having a nice Thursday. Last Thursday was the last time I filmed anything, and then we were gone for a few days. And then I sat here, I don't know if anyone else does this, but I sat here just staring at the card, trying to figure out how I was going to cut it up and what I was going to do. Because, like I said, I was nervous because I don't know if I really screwed it up, then I was going to be, but you know, like I said, I could always make a card out of paper, but I wasn't thinking that. I was just nervous that I had no idea what I was doing. And there were some people that did some really great, where they cut up their card and they made these really great designs with them and put them back on a card. And I was just really impressed. And I'm not that. I mean, I don't think I'm terrible at crafting, but I'm just, I would have needed a couple of cards to cut up and play with. And I just didn't feel like I had that that chance because I'm using a different pack. Because I had gone back and bought a couple of packs thinking I better have these just in case I screw up something and I need to redo it, and it doesn't matter if it's a different card as long as it's the same size. Well, the boxes are the same size, but the cards are not the same size. So now I have a bunch of slightly smaller cards that are not the size of playing cards or these cards. So yeah, that's okay. I've been thinking of doing Schnucky Arts the full deck 2 challenge, because some weeks I get these done so quickly, and then some weeks, like this week, I'm doing it on the day. But that's okay. She was having some technical difficulties, so she didn't post this morning. So now I feel like I have a little bit of leeway. So I think I'm gonna have to cut off one of these cats, because I was gonna put the cats on the card. And then here's the labels I was gonna bring in that are from another. And then I have this teeny tiny 22 that's going to go somewhere. And then I also, from one of the Tim Holtz Snarky, I took out the you people because, you know, they're cats. Even though our cats like people, they like us. They don't like other people. They do like us. Yeah. These cats are from the collage soup, which I just love. And these ones are from let me see what it's called here. Mellow Yellow. For some reason they're in the mellow yellow, even though they are not yellow. So I think I need to put this on first. Just leave a little bit of space, at the top for the cat to slip behind it. And then I'll glue it down. I'm hoping I don't know, when I was thinking of cut it up, it reminds me of a cat. Because, you know, sometimes when they're playing and sometimes when they're not playing, they can cause you some serious injury. Okay, so he's going to go there. For some reason, he's reminding me of like a political cat. He looks like he's ready for a day of... And then I was going to put this cat kind of to the side here. And I'll cut him off. Yeah, I think that's going to work. But I don't know. I liked their... I'm not going to call them death stares, but you know how, if you have cats, you understand. They sometimes stare at you like you're crazy. And that's what my cats do, at least. So let's cut off part of the cat. Sorry, ear. Now I am going to leave this one. The one kitty's whiskers are going over the side. That's fine with me. And then I was going to put maybe here. Like that there. Let's see. Just put it down here, you people, or up here. First of all, I need to decide where I'm going to put the 22. It's very tiny, my 22. Maybe on the side here. Maybe just up there. Oh my goodness. So I made this little tiny circle out of the label. This label. Now I've dropped it. I just cut a circle out of it because I thought the label was going to be too big. So now I need to figure out where my "you people" is going to go. And then, do I want this? Do I want a little bit there? I feel like I didn't get a lot of the card on there. And that I should include a little more of it. It's hard to cut up a card and then put it back on, I think. And I know a lot of people, and I love it, their cards go way up and around and over, but I don't. The way I'm storing these cards, it doesn't, I can't easily do that. Oh, I kind of like it there. You know how cats are. Yeah, so I think that covers it all. Of course, this label's nice and crooked. Oh dear. Earlier, the label came up very nicely. There we go. I just want it to, but I think it's already, I think the other part of it is stuck down. Oh well. Yeah, so there is my card. We have, the theme was cut it up. And I have cut up the card and it's in circles. And then I just used a different background. And then my carryover from last week is a couple of these, I don't even know what to call them. They're just sort of labels. And then, well, they're different than my labels. I don't know, they're like old-fashioned labels, vintage labels. So they're vintage labels. And then my regular label are there, and that is this week's. That 1,000 yards, is it 100 yard stare? That's what the cats are giving me. They're giving me, why am I here stares, or why am I dressed in a suit stare. I'm not sure. All right, well, that is card 22. Nothing too exciting, but I actually like how it came out, so that's always fun. I'll link to the Collage Soup book that I used. I buy the ebooks. I really love them. Even some of the crazy ones. I feel like every week I'm starting to use more out of them, and I love it. So, all right. Take care. Thanks for watching. See you next week.